Hello and good morning, students, to the last class before your summer vacation. The chapter that I'm going to discuss today is the last chapter of the PT1 syllabus. It's a part of the supplementary reader book, so make sure that you read the chapter. I'll only explain the summary specifically because it's a part of your supplementary reader. Please remember, which means all stories in this book are to be read properly by you, and the teacher will only help you with the question answers, unlike the main English textbook where we will go line by line and everything will be explained and detailed. Moving forward. Okay, the story is called In the Kingdom of Fools. It's a Kannada folk tale. Here I'll discuss the chapter summary and the questions and answers. If you read the story, you will know that the story starts with the mention of a kingdom which is ruled by a very dumb king and a very stupid minister. They ruled the kingdom as if it was their own playhouse. They used to do anything. They used to pass the craziest of rules, and the craziest of them were they wanted all the people to stay awake at night, work at night, and sleep during the day. It is completely opposite the biological clock of human beings. And why they did it, there is no explanation. They also made sure that everything in the market is available for exactly 1 unit of currency. Okay, it's called 1 duru over there. That's the term that has been used. Everything in the market was available for 1 duru, and these were the two main crazy rules. So one time a guru and his disciple once visit that kingdom, and they're flabbergasted to see the odd rules. The guru leaves. He said, "No, there is so much mismanagement in this place. If I stay over here, something can be really wrong later on." The disciple wanted to stay back because everything was available for 1 duru for a very cheap rate. And he said, "Hey, why don't I stay back over here? Things are so cheap over here. I don't have to work really hard, and I don't have to worry much about earning a lot of money." All right. So you might know that in the market today, uh, you know, you might get sugar or salt for very cheap rates, but certain vegetables are very costly. Certain varieties of dal, lentils are very costly. But in that place, everything was the same price. Okay, so even the costlier things were of less value, and the things of less value were, of course, of less value. The disciple hence wanted to stay back. He stayed back. He ate a lot. He became very plump. Please note that he becoming fat is a very important part. He stays back, and the guru leaves. Guru says, "No, things will go wrong here one day, and I'm not going to stay back over here." So, one incident happens. One day, in the house of a rich merchant, a thief comes in. While the thief was running away after stealing, a wall falls on the thief and the thief dies. Now, what would you think? It's justice. The thief who came to steal got killed. I mean, me and you would be very happy. Even the merchant was very happy. But look at what happened. Let me show you the funniest part. You're really gonna laugh at this. Let me get the line. Just a moment. Yes, I almost got it. Yes. See, so once the thief died, the thief's brother, see, he had made a hole in the wall and sneaked in. And as he was carrying out his loot, the wall of the old house collapsed on his head and killed him on spot. His brother, the thief's brother, ran to the king and complained, "Your Highness, when my brother was pursuing his ancient trade, thieves have always been thieves. His ancient trade, a wall fell on him and killed him. The merchant is to blame." Imagine the stupidity of the complaint. And look at what the king did. He accepted the complaint. Okay, he said, "Yeah, that's correct. The thief was only doing his job. He got killed. Murder is a bigger crime. He got killed because the wall was not properly built." Uh, then what happened was the rich merchant said, "No, don't blame me. The bricklayer built a bad wall. He should be murdered." The king said, "Yes, agreed. We have the foolish king in the center, and you have all the other characters." The bricklayer said, "No, many years ago when I was working, I mean the wall was built by the merchant's father. Okay, when the merchant's father was alive. So Basically, the bricklayer, when he was young, he was laying the bricks. The actually thing what happened was the wall had become weak, and the thief had died, no problem. But see what happened. The king said, "Yeah, correct. The rich merchant should be punished." The rich merchant said, "No. The bricklayer built it. He should be punished." The bricklayer said, "No. When I was working, there was a dancer who was constantly going through the road, coming and going and coming, and she had lots of jewelry and made lots of sounds. She distracted me." Look at the level, the preposterous level of allegation, so much of stupidity. The king said, "Yeah, correct. Call the dancer. She must be punished." The dancer said, "What's my fault? That day I had to collect my gold jewelry from the goldsmith. The goldsmith made me come and go 10 times. I constantly had to go to him, ask him to do my things quickly, and then come back. So it's not my fault that I went and came back. It was the goldsmith's fault. He was not doing his job properly." And then the goldsmith said, "See, you have to read the story." And the goldsmith said, I could not supply the jewelry to the dancer because you know how the rich people are. I actually had to give, the richer people were giving me more pressure to give me their, jewelry on time, before time, and I could not work for the dancer. Who were the rich people? The rich merchant's father. Oh, preposterous. So the rich merchant's father now is to be blamed. The king said, "Okay, since your father is to be blamed, your father is dead. You've inherited his property, you've also inherited his sins. The foolish king is a foolish king." They finally decide that they will kill the rich merchant. The rich merchant is about to be killed, and then suddenly they realize that they plan to kill him with their stock, which is it's very similar to it's a long rod with a pointy tip where a person is put inside it. It's a very bad way of killing someone, I tell you. So what happened was the rich merchant was very thin. So killing a thin person was very difficult. Okay. So what happened was they decided they'll kill a fat person. Now who was fat? This disciple was fat. So the people went out in the city to look for a fat person, and they found a fat person. Who was the fat person? This disciple. He's brought. Now he's so scared he's gonna die. He ultimately using telepathy, using the power of his mind, calls his guru, and the guru comes, and the guru plays a trick. Guru says, "No, kill me first." The disciple says, "No, no, you have to kill me first." They kind of talked at the back. Okay. So the guru and the disciple, they say, "No, you have to kill me, you have to kill me." No, the king asked, "Why are you so eager to die?" Then the guru says to the king, "If I die now, I'll become the king of this land." Listen to this line. The Guru says, uh, let me share the screen. I'm doing it quickly. Yeah. Okay. This is where you have. Why? There's a mystery here. A wise man, you must make me understand. Okay. This stake is a stake of, is the stake of God of justice. Stake, as I've told you, is the long pole where a person is put in. It's new, it has never had a criminal on it. Whoever dies on it first will be reborn as the king of this country, and whoever goes next will be the future minister of the country. What do you think happened after that? After that, the king said, "No, no execution today." Later in the night, the king and the minister disguised themselves as the guru. They didn't want to kill themselves directly. They didn't say, "Kill me," but they disguised themselves. Okay. See, they let the guru and the disciple go, and the king and the minister got inside the jail, so that the next day the soldiers would kill the king. Ultimately the king died, and this is what happened. This is what the story is about. It's really crazy, I know. And I mean, I hope you understand. It's just, this story is just to be enjoyed, and that's it. Make sure you attempt the questions that are there. These questions are from the end of the chapter. Please submit them within 2 days. These are the questions that I have shared over here. What are the two strange things that the guru and the disciple found? Days are nights and nights are days, and everything available for one guru. Why does the disciple decide to stay? Because food is so cheap. Was it a good idea? Not at all. Name all the people who were tried in the king's court. It is there. Rich merchant, bricklayer, dancer, goldsmith. These are the people who were tried in the king's court. Reasons? It's already there. Who is the real culprit according to the king? The real culprit according to the king, um, is the rich merchant. Okay, because the wall was weak because of what his father did, according to the king. How did he escape punishment? He escaped punishment because he was too thin to be executed on the stock. What are the Guru's words of wisdom? When does the disciple remember them? The Guru's words of wisdom was, since everything is so crazy over here, anything might happen. When there are no rules, anything might happen. When does the disciple remember them? When he's about to be killed. How does the Guru manage to save his disciple's life? He managed to save his disciple's life by tricking the king and the minister into belief that they must die to become the next king and minister. It's as simple as that. Please note down your questions and answers. Make sure you submit them on time. Thanks for watching.